Just sing again. Well then, what's going on? It's a little off topic, but I caught my snake yawning today. Oh my God. She's pitch black, but for some reason the inside of her mouth is white. And when I catch her yawn, it's the most precious thing in the whole world. So a mourning dove and then my snake yawning, like what the F is going on? That's some magical shit, okay? Whether you want to believe it or not, it's the little things that count that make this world magical as fuck, okay? All right, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Ooh. I saw the moon and I thought, ooh, we haven't had the moon energy for a while. And then it actually came out. Illusions. Fear. Ooh. 69. Family. 8th house. Death. I think somebody has a fear of death, and actually, that's a confirmation for me. What up, everybody? That's a huge confirmation for me. These songs lined up. I was like, my sister and I were driving somewhere, and suddenly I thought of my father. Like I don't know why. Obviously, it's her father too. And then, no, she was thinking about him. And then one of his favorite bands came on my phone, which I'm also a fan of. And Courtney goes, "Oh, fucking Randy." And I go, "Oh my God, like, are you thinking about him right now?" And I'm like, maybe, because then all of a sudden I said, I was thinking about death, and I was like, maybe he's going to die. Like, maybe he's going to die today. And then the next song came on, Phil Collins. I forget which one it is. Oh, it's about the song about, I don't know, something happening that day. And Phil Collins is also my dad's favorite. Genesis, Phil. It was my sister's first concert. He took her to a Genesis concert. She was like 5 years old. He loves Phil Collins. And Phil Collins has been playing recently. And like songs that I go in and I'll be like, fucking my dad. Like, I'll just get angry because I'm like, I know that my fucking father's around somewhere. My father's such a bad man. He's not a good man. So then back-to-back songs came on. And then we let the Phil Collins song play out because my sister really liked it. So I was like, okay, we'll let that play out. And then the next song was called The Fear by an artist called Ben Howard. And fear is right here. No, where was it written? Oh, with the moon. Illusions, deception, anxiety, fear, uncertainty, emotion. And with death, and then Cancer energy, family, roots. Cancer is also the Chariot, something being brought. And I'm like, what if he dies today? And actually, I saw a vision of him. I've seen this vision a few times of him drowning. He also, like, I think I got my knack for liking to swim from my father. And so, but something wrong with my father's heart, which I don't think he knows about. And I saw this vision of him jumping into the water like he always does. But then the water being too cold, Like, I don't know if he jumps into a cold spot or something, or if it was, I don't know. I don't know how the lakes are right now. I'm not in a fucking lake, so I have no idea how cold it is or how hot it is. The river is, you know, somewhat getting pretty warm. So, but the lakes, I mean, again, it's has been kind of shitty weather around here. So it's as if he hits cold water and then his heart stops and he can't breathe, and his wife won't get her hair wet. She won't jump into the water, right? So if she thinks that something is going wrong with her husband, she will just start to yell, even if there's nobody there. She will not, she's not a hands-on, I'll rescue you kind of person. She's more like a yell, okay, for somebody to do something, even though there's nobody there. Like, if you either act then, or someone's going to die. Okay. And actually this played out in my high school. It wasn't our graduation, but a lot of my class went. I think it was the 2 years above us. I went to that prom too, which was really weird, with somebody from my class because his sister was there. So it was a really weird prom for the grade 10s and the grade 12s, because for some reason we were all together. I don't really know why, but the grade 12s were pretty pissed off about that. But anyways, I don't give a shit. They all went. I was grounded at the time, so I was allowed to go to the prom, but then that was it for me. I had to come back home. I was allowed to go to an after party, but then there was an after party way out actually where I live, like very close to where I live. And Oshawa is not exactly very close. So these people all piled in together and went up to this guy's cottage, and where there's these high cliffs right outside of this small town. And my one buddy that went, actually, he was my neighbor for years. He looked exactly like Eminem. It was so weird. I used to call him Eminem. And he jumped off. He had a heart problem. And he jumped off those cliffs. And I remember because my friend was there, like one of my very, very good friends, Brooke, was there, and she watched, and all of his friends were telling him not to do it. You know, they were like, please, Glenn, don't jump. We know you're hurt, because he had a hole in his heart. Please don't jump. Please. It was hard. I did that jump about 10 years later, and I'll tell you about that later. Okay. So they're all standing on the cliff, and he fucking jumps. And because he was kind of like this really funny energy, he surfaced after the jump, and he said, guys, my heart. And everyone started laughing, thinking that he was just joking, and he went down and he never came back up again. So everybody from high school watched this guy die on their prom. It was horrible. Like, it was horrible when I got that call. Because like I said, I lived beside him for years. Like, he wasn't just some guy who lived there. Like, he was actually, you know, like a neighbor, like a nice, he was always so nice to me. He was always he would walk me to school sometimes. Like, he was just a nice guy. I still think about him. And his parents drove this green old Astro van, and you still see them around. They're like from like 1989 or something. And you still see them around. And I always think of Glenn, no matter what. He was like the one guy in high school, minus my friend who killed herself. She hung herself. But those two deaths, like the worst deaths possible when I was in high school. Okay. And they had to watch their friend die and do nothing about it. Nobody jumped in. Everybody laughed. My friend said she even laughed. We all laughed. We thought it was fucking hilarious. While she's bawling her eyes out telling me the story, I'm like, you watched it. You watched him. And she's like, I watched the whole fucking thing. I'm like, oh my God, thank God I was grounded, because I don't think I would have been able to handle seeing somebody die like that on a fucking cliff. Like, at 16 years old, just hearing about it was enough for me, you know? So there's that fear there where I feel like, you know, if my father jumped off a boat and was drowning, Cindy's not jumping in. She's not going to get her hair wet. She doesn't even know how to swim properly because she won't get her hair wet. She won't go underwater, right? She's so scared of the way she's going to look. She's so... like, this is like a vanity thing. She's so, like I told you, I don't know if I told you guys multiple times, that you can't see her when she's wet, right? Because her hair, she says she looks like a poodle. So she won't let anybody actually see what she really looks like. She has to be dolled up and hair done and everything perfect before she'll even come out of a room. Like, that's all we knew about Cindy, was she has to look perfection or she's not coming out. Okay. So there's this possible chance that somebody could die, okay, or get really hurt. And the one person that's around them that's supposed to help them, they know is not going to, because they don't get their fucking hair wet. They don't get their nails dirty. They don't do something. So someone's going to possibly fucking pass over. I don't know. Oh my God, I just got confirmation. The guilt trip. Oh, we're going somewhere, but it's called the guilt trip. See, she might even, oh man, she's going to be guilt tripped for this. Oh, something bad's going to happen on somebody's watch, man. And it's supposed to, you know, because they're irresponsible. The fucking ghost just showed up. What up, Irene? What up, Sarah? What up, everybody? Nice to see y'all. Thanks for being here. And a watchful eye. See, it's almost like a watchful eye. Like they're going to watch something go down and they ain't going to do nothing about it. You realize the ghost has no arms? Why does the ghost have no arms? Well, it's because maybe in reality, this person's arms are like nothing. I told you, I've already passed that test multiple times. I've almost caught myself on fire so that my house didn't burn on fire. I've jumped in front of a vehicle. I have done so many things to save things. I don't need to go through that test again, right? If you have hurt yourself to save other things, this isn't for you. This isn't about you. This is about the people that watched you hurt yourself to save other things. And just went like, how dumb are you? How stupid are you? Look at this double G. I just got with this double G. I don't know what that means. GG. GG. Maybe somebody called somebody GG or... I just got confirmation on that. GT, guilt trip. Yeah. Good times. Oh, we were saying that today. Oh, good times turns into, ooh, somebody should have been keeping an eye on somebody because somebody just might go under. GG, now all of a sudden FFF just showed up. Okay, and The Conjuring. The Conjuring is a haunted mother who attacks everybody. That's what the ghost wants. Oh my God. What is this? Some ghost. Whoa! This card was hiding. Did you see that? That's my ex-boyfriend who died. He's dead. He is a ghost. What are you telling? Oh my God, Gondosh. Oh my God, he was in my sister's dreams last night. We call him Gandhi. R.I.P. What the fuck, Gondosh? What are you saying? Gondosh was so protective of me. Oh my God. And my sister, holy shit. You have no idea. That guy would fucking throw down. Okay, like not even, I didn't even have to try. Okay, that just guy, he just had the heart of like this huge, you know, very nice person inside of him that would like kill, you know, like if you needed him, he would fucking do it. He would take the bullet. If he loved you enough, he would take the bullet. Okay. I think somebody's fucking worried about that because maybe subconsciously, okay. So maybe subconsciously somebody, and I'm getting like my top of my head is like beaming right now. Okay. Fucking beaming. I think somebody took a fucking hit for you. And I think this makes somebody very, very worried because it seems like to me, somebody can't get touched. Maybe that's that 69 energy. It's like somebody's being shielded. And that means that this mother demonic entity attachment can't get near you. The bouncer's there. It's like they're not allowed in your house. They're not allowed in your crib. I just heard if you call your house a crib, they ain't allowed in it. Okay. They're not allowed in there. They're like, why? They're trying to figure out what is this going on with you? Suddenly you have all this protection around you. So now it's like the tables turn now. They can't keep putting you in these desperado situations where you have to throw yourself in front of something to prove that you're worth living. Well, they're just like, nope, don't see enough enthusiasm with wanting to die for somebody else. And you're like, wow. And now somebody's going to die right in front of them. Careful what you wish for, you little bitch. Oh. Like, are they going to, are they going to flight or are they going to fight? I know it's I don't care which way it goes. You know, I'm always backwards. Okay. Are they going to fight for it or are they going to flight? And she's going to flight because that's what them bitches fucking do. I just changed it to the 5th house by accident. What is that? Romance. Children. Oh my God. I just got a pain in my head. Honestly, I kind of feel like whoever this person is in your past, they gave you an anxiety disorder. Okay. Because of the trauma that you sustained because of their guilt trips all the time. Somebody just constantly guilt tripping you. Like, well, if you don't do this, then if you don't do that, like some type of woman's, oh man. The guilt trip is insane here. That's the illusion. Oh my God. Okay. So my sister is friends with this 80-year-old man who tells her the most ridiculous stories because he just doesn't want her to like waste his life the way that he did. So he was married for 40 years. And my sister goes, oh, good for you. He goes, no, not good for me. I was faithful for 40 years, he said. And he goes, and it was the worst fucking decision of his life. And he was miserable the whole time. And so much so that I think he's about to die. And my sister is like doing something for him because he lived a very simple life. And my sister's life has been very complicated. So I think she's supposed to make him see the other side of the coin. You know what I mean? The other side of the life, right? So they're learning a lot from each other. Okay. And honestly, he's got this cottage. Okay. And every summer they go up and open up the cottage. And apparently every year his wife that he's now divorced from would bitch about having to clean this cottage. She'd be like, why don't we just get a cleaner, blah, blah, blah. Every year, he said for 40 years, she bitched about cleaning. And for some reason, nothing was ever done. I don't know why the cleaner was never bought or something. I don't know why. But anyways, my sister started cleaning houses, specifically this gentleman's house, because she needed the extra cash and he really needed the help. So he basically hired her in the winter to clean his house. And they've just kind of recently, they just slowly been getting to know each other over these, past months. And he said, so this year they go to open up the cottage or whatever. And he says to his ex-wife, because she still goes up there too, he goes, listen, I have a cleaner who is more than willing to come up here, clean the whole place, right? And you don't have to do anything. You know what she says? No, I'll clean it myself. So he comes home, tells my sister the story because he doesn't understand that his wife has been his ex-wife, has been bitching about something for 40 fucking years. He finally gives her the solution because he knows a cleaner and she's right there willing to do whatever he needs. And the bitch says no. So he broke it down with my sister. He's like, I don't understand. She wants this, and then I give it to her, and she doesn't want it. And my sister's like, it's the typical bitch move. That's the typical bitch narcissistic move. Constantly bitch about having to do something because you can, and somebody will give you sympathy for it. Because if the solution comes, then you can't bitch about something, which means you can't get sympathy. If you can't get sympathy, then do they really love you? Do they really care about you if they're not giving you sympathy? If they're not, ripping the whole world apart for you just so then they know how much you care and how much the world revolves around them. Like, it's so narcissistic that it looks like a woman bitching who has to do too much, but it's not. It's just a woman bitching because she fucking can. She doesn't want a solution. She just wants to complain about it. So then you'll buy her flowers and take her out and do something for her and buy her jewelry and say, oh, I love you so much, dear. Right? It's a fucking pawn in a very dangerous fucking game with men who are a little bit retarded and don't really know what the fuck's going on. So they'll take you at face value. Well, when a bitch doesn't lay at face value, she lays with like 15 different fucking personalities that she likes to play on a regular basis. You know how hard it is for somebody to get to know you? They're never going to know you. They're only going to know pieces of you that you slowly put together, that you slowly play when you know you're going to get something, when you know you're going to get some sympathy, when you know you're going to get money, when you know someone's going to buy you something because you cleaned a fucking cottage. Do you know that cleaning is godly? Does anybody ever tell that to you? Okay. Cleanliness is godliness. You ever heard that saying? Okay, without cleanliness, you're fucking dirty, you're stank ass, okay, you're disgusting. Clean yourself, okay? A clean mind is a clean person. A clean room, clear morning, right? Clear yourself, all right? And be dirty, gross, fucking grungy shit from like 5 days before. Clean your shit, okay? It's the best feeling you'll ever have in your life. This person is so fucking dirty, they won't get their hair wet. You know what I'm saying? Because it might make them look ugly. Okay, you only look ugly if you feel you look ugly. If people think you look ugly, why the fuck do you care about if anybody thinks that you're ugly? It's obviously the fact that somebody is so vain that the way they feel about themselves, they think everybody's going to feel about themselves. When maybe you need to fucking check yourself before you wreck yourself, which was Gondosh's favorite line. He said that to me one day. Whitney was insane, okay? Like 20 years ago. She was absolutely batshit crazy. And he looked at me and he goes, you better check yourself. And then he stopped. It was before you wreck yourself. I go, yeah, good comeback, buddy. I didn't realize that it was a NWA song. I was like, nice comeback, you loser. And like, nice stutter in the too, by the way. That was great. And then he started laughing so hard he almost fell down the stairs. We had a very toxic yet hilarious relationship, which is why he haunts me as a ghost. Literally, he haunts me, but it's fine because he was great. Him and my sister, whenever I worked late, him and my sister used to hang out and go to Burger King and eat burgers and I was like, as long as you guys have your bonding, they bonded over burgers. I'm like, that's all I care about. As long as you guys can hang out, I don't give a shit. Oh, burgers and bitches. Okay, are we wrapping this up? Do we need to know anything else? Yeah, of course we do. Lover of mine. Prophecy. The weeping willow that's maybe not so full of love. You know what I mean? Oh, do you just say to everything that you love them, but then treat them like trash? Guess you're full of shit then. This person is so fucking full of shit. That's why the moon is here. People don't know who they really are with these guilt trips. Like maybe, and I said that about my father the other day. I go, I wonder if Cindy guilt tripped him this whole time. Like if she said, if your daughters treat me like this, I'm going to leave you. If somebody doesn't listen to me, I'm going to leave you. Because the bags are packed and you're wondering like, did you play dirty? Like, did you threaten this entire? Because all they know is how to give ultimatums. They don't really know how. That's why, like, I had to do a lot of like healing because I didn't realize the ultimatums. I didn't realize that telling somebody what to do is not love. Okay, I didn't realize that no, your spouse is not supposed to treat you like they're your child or they're your parent. You know what I mean? I had to learn a lot of things. And basically the way that I see it now is I just view the world how I see it. And I don't necessarily disagree with anything. I just follow my rules. That's it. I don't care if anybody else fucking breaks the rules that I set. I just like my life a certain way. And I don't give a fuck how anybody else lives it. It's not going to be the same way that everybody likes to do, but I don't like to put chains on people. And I don't like to reserve myself and say like, I need to only do this. Bro, I'm a little bit older than that. I can open up the door to possibilities. You know what I'm saying? People that close that door to possibilities and close that door to conversation and understanding. And why did you talking about it? Like I had to talk to a therapist so much about my father because my father wouldn't talk to me. And she, you know what she said to me? She goes, well, your father's dead. And then she was so hypocritical because after that, she said, well, give him 3 more tries. And if he doesn't come through, if he doesn't, do what you need him to do, then cut him off. And I was like, hold on, wait. So is he dead or are we giving him 3 more chances? One of those chances was the AC/DC concert that we talked about yesterday. That was one of the chances that my therapist told me to do with my father. And I should have said, go fuck yourself. I shouldn't have even done it because I knew that therapist was wrong. I have been giving my father chance after chance after chance for 40 fucking years. I did not need to give him another chance. I did not need to face that rejection, which I've faced rejection with him my whole fucking life. I personally didn't need to see that again. But for some reason, my therapist thought, let's go take a walk down that fucking road again because apparently you haven't walked down it enough. Well, no, bitch. I've been alive for 35 fucking years. I can't break every single fucking day down with you on what I've done with my father and how hard I've tried with him. I can only tell you what I told you in the last 2 hours, and then you tell me he's dead, and then he's not dead, and I should try again. And then if he really doesn't do anything for me, I'm like, he hasn't done anything for me since the second that fucking woman walked into, since the second I walked into his life. There's not a single picture in existence of my dad even holding me as a child. Okay, honestly, he was such a fucking fake. He was the biggest fucking fake in the entire world. Like, I don't need to keep going down that fucking road. Maybe he does. You can go haunt him. How about that? You can go tell him how many times he failed at being even a person in general with just feelings. Okay, my dad doesn't have feelings. He's stone cold. Like, I don't know what General Motors did. I don't know what his parents did, but they did not love each other. They did not comfort each other. They did not have good times with each other. It was all ultimatums, and you do this and you do that, and you are not to do this, and you are to tell your children what to do every day, and fuck the world, and fuck you, and fucking marriage, and you're in a marriage that means you're in a death sentence. Like, it is, my family is toxic. Like, I'm talking, you don't even want to be in a fucking room with them, because even their breath smells like halitosis. They're so full of shit. Their shit is just everywhere, and it's coming out their mouth. You don't even want to listen to them because you don't want to hear them speak, because you know you're going to smell their fucking breath from a mile away. Okay? Not fucking cool, bro. They call themselves lovers. Yeah, more like losers. You know what I mean? Like, that's fucking ridiculous. Oh, I'm a lover. I'm a lover. I fight for my lover. Okay, so you're going to sit there and say that you fight for your lover but not your kids? Then you're fucked. Okay, because you want to just throw your kids off the boat because your lover doesn't want them in the boat anymore? Because they know how to swim so they can make it back to shore? Ha! I just heard, threw you off in shark-infested waters. Wow! Okay, even better. Even better. Shark, but we knew how to swim, right? So we just swam back to shore because it's all fine. Because Cindy doesn't want us on the boat anymore because the boat's too small. How about she's too big? How about that? Loser! Wow! Did that just happen? Did that just happen? Did it just happen? Because I think it did. Okay, and I said, loser, not lover, and look what comes out. Yeah, because you're a fucking loser, you fucking bitch. You're not a lover. Somebody guilt-tripped a lover and did things to them, and whoa, it was all a lie. Their guilt trips, they made their guilt trips seem like life-altering things, like these things didn't happen, they were gonna die. Yeah, okay. So you just threw everybody off the boat? Like, emotional as fuck, by the way. That could be that Cancer energy. They know they can't guilt trip you anymore. They know they can't blame things on you anymore. They know that they're kicked out. They know that they're not a lover. There's prophecy twice. I don't know if somebody can see something coming or they saw something coming, but somebody has the gift of foresight. Okay? And believing at this point in time is believing is seeing what you're seeing. You have to believe what you see because you're seeing something. And you might doubt it because of this guilt-tripping whore. Okay? R.I.P., motherfucker. Look it. You gotta let this thing die, man. Okay? It's gotta go. It's gotta get buried in the ground so then life can start again. Okay, not everybody is like this. Okay, let me tell you, I fucking knew Cindy was a cunt from day one. Okay, trust your instincts. Okay, somebody's brain is going out of control, but the thing is because they're scared about taking charge of something. Okay, and that's the thing is they might be emotional about this, but I really wouldn't say be emotional. I mean, you got to do, but I mean, let it go. Like, let it go, man. Like, emotional as fuck or live in that water. You know, let that become you. Let that be what you are, right? Don't let emotion hold you back. Don't let your emotions hold you back. Like, if something makes you upset, cry. If there's something you have to get out, if there's somebody you think about or a memory you think about and tears come to your eyes, that's bottled up, suppressed emotion that's holding on inside of your water, and it's fucking with you because you're not flushing your water out properly. You need to cry. It's a natural part of life. Okay, or extremely sweat. But the thing is that the water needs to move, okay? And the water is not moving, and the water needs to move, and maybe that's that Cancer energy. Okay, water needs to move. Because whatever this person did, like, they're a fucking loser, okay? There's the moon. The switch around. I'm getting the song Ashes by Snack the Ripper, which is about a dead guy. Okay? It's about death. Okay? And somebody trying to get through that death. And that's the thing, is I feel like, whoa, facts. Facts! As I said that, somebody is going to die. I have this very weird feeling. And then remember I said my dad drowning? I was going to go swimming today, and then I just had all this other shit to do, and so we didn't do it. And actually, the weather is not even really that hot, so I was kind of fine to lose the swim, but I feel like it's because somebody else is going swimming, you know what I mean? Yeah, like if you had plans to do something, look at that. If you had plans to do something and you canceled them because you decided to work instead, or you decided to take care of your shit instead, this person, they might be the ones that end up going out and doing it, and then they're not supposed to do it. You know what I mean? Like it's supposed to line up when you want it, but if you don't do it, that means that it's like almost like this energy comes and takes it from you because you don't take your opportunity, so then they take it from you and then they fuck it up. Okay? Like these people are talking about you, and that's maybe you are the guilt trip. Look at G. Okay? Maybe you're the guilt trip. I don't know. See, look they're supposed to chill. They're supposed to chill out. Girl interrupted, but they don't. Their third ear disruptive. So their soul is like begging them not to go and do something, and they're going to go and do it anyways because they're interrupted. They don't get the message right. So, and I mean, even things will probably start, like I just saw they stubbed their toe. They hurt themselves, right? They might not even have gas to go. It's like they rush out so quickly to do something because it could be last minute or something, and you just decide to stay home. Like you get your business done. That's the thing, is you choose not to do something. And because of that, these greedy fucking people, they do it. And then that's their last straw. You know, it's like, it's karmic. It's almost somebody lining you up with like poisonous soup, and then you're like, you know what, I don't want it, and then they come right in behind you and they drink all that soup, right? And it's like, oh, right, rotten fruit. Yeah, like something like, right, like you give it up and then they swoop in to take it, right? Like, and you're okay, there's a reason why I fucking left that there and I didn't touch it, but I knew you were around and you were going to take something. So it's like leaving it out. It's like baiting them to see if somebody's really stealing from you. If somebody's really fucking with you, if somebody's really like, maybe they're so lined up with this death that they're trying to switch places with you. Tower in reverse with no. Oh my God, with exit on the bottom of the deck. Lucky and the devil. Wow. Wow. You know what I just heard? Soul swapping is real. That sounds terrifying. So Wow. I think their soul, I think their body is going to give out. And when their body gives out, they're expecting to come to your body. That's fucked. That's fucking weird, man. That seems like they were trying to get something done, and Tower in reverse. Kind of doesn't seem like the tower that they wanted came down. And then look at this, Krampus in the perfect storm. Instead, it's like the storm comes to somebody else. Like that family wasn't expecting that. The little boy is the one that subconsciously sent Krampus to his house through a storm. Oh my God. I don't know if I ever told you guys, but when I was homeless living in my car, there was this, we would wake up obviously in the middle of the night because it was so fucking cold. It was starting to like just change into winter. And there was this time where we woke up in the middle of the night and we got out and my sister had to smoke and I had to pee, and it was flurrying, right? It was snowing, and you know the big chunky flurries, right? And it looked like we were in a snow globe. Okay, because we were completely surrounded by trees. We were on Crown land. We were completely surrounded by trees. It was pitch black, right? And all you could see was like the stars above us and all of this snow falling, right? We get back into the car and my sister and I were like, oh my God, like there was no wind. There was nothing. It was like this most perfect, peaceful night. We get back into the car. We get all in our, covers again. And we go to start to fall asleep. And then my sister goes, oh my God, Krampus just landed on the car. And I look over at her and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean? And she goes, Krampus. And she said this very vividly. She could see, she goes, is sitting on the front of our car right now. And Christ. It was, I didn't see him. I don't know anything. I don't know if he was there or not. Like I said, I didn't see him. I was fucking terrified. I put my head under the covers and I was like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Krampus is here? Okay. And that storm, okay, that storm that came in was absolutely insane. I don't know. I have no idea what happened, but I just remember my sister saying, Krampus just got here. And the whole vision of everything that we had just woke up to see was like, well, what does Krampus use? Snow globes. Okay, the whole point of what he does and the magic that he does, he places everything inside the snow globes. That's his ritual, right? Of the families that he works with. And that's the thing, is these demons, these very, very ancient souls, fallen angels, demons, right? Black angels, whatever you want to call them, they have a purpose here. Okay, just like Satan himself, he's got a purpose, just like God. It just depends if you fucking roll with him or if you roll with the other crew. Okay, and some of these ancient souls that are roaming around you, you do call upon, whether you think you do or not. Okay, it's by your vulnerability, it's by your cries at night, it's about subconsciously praying in your head to something. You never know what's going to answer that prayer if you don't protect yourself and send that prayer to a certain entity without it just manifesting into the world, and God knows who answers your call. Okay, because it kind of seems like this guy is attached to, I believe, this guilt trip. Devil knows how to guilt trip, obviously. Okay, and guilt tripping, that shit is deadly. The clock. Time is up. I'm looking at Krampus too. He just starts picking them off. The Santa Satan card just showed up, and Satan just showed up again. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lordy, Lord, Lord. What the fuck? Somebody is... I just heard, running with the devil. Yeah. You better watch that shit, because the devil done take what he gives times 3. Fear in reverse. See, okay. I know we talk about fear a lot. Okay, because it is false evidence appearing real. But you have to also understand, fear is designed to show you that you are not invincible. That there are things that can take you. There are things that can hurt you. There are things that can happen. And maybe you just need to be a little precautioned, as opposed to just thinking that you are the invincible man that can do whatever he wants. Yeah, sure. But, you know, safety lines break. Fucking brake lines give out. You know, like, things happen. Okay, you're not perfect, and neither is the energy around you. You have to live within that fear, knowing that there's a fine line between living free and crossing a boundary where you seriously fuck yourself. Okay, and like so far beyond fear that you wake up in paralysis because you've gone way too far and you haven't realized what you're doing, right? All right, anything else? Signs. Watch for the signs, people. Okay, watch for the signs. Everybody sees signs differently. Okay, everybody interprets spirits differently. Like I said, you can see signs as affirmations. You can see signs in signs. You can see signs with the things that you see, with the motion you see, with energy, with songs. I mean, you name it. Energy is all around you, okay? Look at that. Thank fuck he showed up. G-O-D. My God, okay? He's got organized destruction, and his organized, like, think of it this way. Honestly, I kind of just saw it like this. See this as a tag team, okay? Because God's organized destruction is what makes people realize that fear needs to be acknowledged at times, and that you aren't invisible, and that there are spirits that have your back. The devil is there to tempt you down roads because you don't trust anything else. You're not trusting your judgment. You're not trusting your intuition. You're not trusting yourself. So then you'll go down the devil's path. Okay? You'll go down the devil's path because you're not watching the signs properly. God will show you the signs. Even if it seems fucked up, trust me. Not every lesson you're supposed to learn is, you know, a good lesson. A lot of them will be fucked up, okay? But you have to learn it for whatever reason. You have to learn it so then you never do it again, because the next time you do it again, that might be it, right? Like, I don't know if my father's supposed to stop swimming or not swim so early in the season or not swim in such deep water. I don't know. I don't know what the vision is. All I know is that he pushes something and he's too old. He's getting way too old. He's not 30 years old anymore. He's not 40 years old anymore. He's not 50 years old anymore. Okay? He's close to 70. That's a lot different. And as fucking stressed out as he's been with making sure his wife's life is absolutely perfect, there's no fucking way he does not have high blood pressure. There is no way that he is in perfect health. I can tell you that right now. I know my father. I knew him for 30 fucking years. I was around him. He is not in perfect health. Okay? So maybe someone's just not realizing that they're a lot older than what they appear or feel inside. Okay, there's social network. Why did you just show up? Lightning with social network? Private property? Text message, sex, suppressed emotions? Did we just change readings? What the fuck just happened? Okay, that's a weird one. We don't usually get A good turnaround at the end of such a stupid, shitty reading. Suppressed emotions with sex. Okay. You just want to just tell me a little bit more about this, please? What the F and F is this? What's this? Uranus, private property. Lightning twice. Lightning strike twice. What the fucking fuck? Lightning to explain lightning? Really? Do we need another confirmation on something happening super quick? Don't think we do. Wow. Okay, so it is right. It is right. Oh my God. Okay, so I don't know why the reading just suddenly changed like this. I don't really understand, but something is going to happen quick. Okay, something lined up through your social media. All right, or not, maybe like email or something like, I don't know. Someone's going to line up quick. Okay, somebody has been being silent with you. They've been kind of running away from you. They're going to stop running away from you. Okay. They had this fear of you running away from them, so they didn't want to come near you. But now they know you're not going to run away from them, and they don't want to run away from you. They want to have sex with you. I just heard Mike Myers in that movie, Married an Axe Murderer. I just heard in my head, hello! Whoa, okay. You should put that right out there. Okay, so you're erotically charging somebody. Oh, with the lightning. This person, okay, maybe this person's dealing with all the shit you need to know about their fucking past life. I don't know. They got a very private property. Okay, like confirmation. They might like have security systems just around their entire fucking house. Okay, like I'm talking, you open up a window when they set the alarm and it's going to go off. Okay, this guy or this woman or whatever this property is, okay, it's like, see how that house is all lit up? Like that's the privateness that is their house. There's this huge fucking roadblock and you can't get into this person's house. It's very secluded, it's very private, it's very I just heard very comforting. You know, because all those Yetis out there that are in the dark, you never know if they're going to come jumping into your house or not. I don't know if I believe in them. I think I do. Okay. So somebody is healing their heart, okay, from toxicity, clearly. This guilt-tripping bitch, okay, that's the very toxic person, okay, and they're getting a little endurance. They might somehow help you in some way. I don't know, you might meet somebody and like, holy moly, do they have a past? Because if this isn't you, this is them. It might be a little mix of both of you, but wow. Okay. Yeah. Somebody definitely had a lot of like, whoa, I'm not good enough. And that is changing. They are realizing they just might be good enough, you know? That just because this gossiping, guilt-tripping whore ruined their life, it does not mean that they are ruined altogether, you know what I mean? Because Krampus is also here, so, oh my God, look at that. Somebody wants to date you. This fucking person that's been running away from you. They suddenly have this epiphany. Like, wow, what the, like some type of surprise epiphany about you or about the situation or about themselves or like, it's like lightning. It's like, oh my God, this is what I can do. It's like a perfect opportunity. Like, oh my God, this is it. This is the idea. This is exactly how it can happen. Boom. That's pretty cool. All right. It's like finally getting the answer to something, finally reaching a solution to something after. And like, good for this person for trying again. My God. Anything else? Oh, we got a couple flippers here. Red flag. And step back. Okay, in reverse. So, that's the thing is 10:13 on the clock, by the way, shots fired. Plus, oh yeah, plus the FBI has shown up. All right, that's fucking X-Files right there. Okay, so, I think whoever this person is, this here is a big ding, 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 okay, kind of energy, but you're not being told to step back from it anymore. Okay, so you might have, some red flags, but just honestly realize that most people do have red flags. Okay, most people, they just hide them really, really fucking well until suddenly they can't anymore because they're a little full of shit with their red flags. People are not perfect, okay, by any means. I don't think anybody here is even striving to be perfect. I think just to be a good version of yourself is basically what anybody's asking. Wow, fucking Bagul. Those are the only two demons that I have tattooed on my body is Bagul and Krampus, and they both showed up. That's child abuse. And then the rotting garbage. Somebody is afraid of their future. Oh my God, because this is this guilt tripping bitch. Because she has just played the law however way she wanted to. Someone's about to hit the fan. Cemetery gates. Oh my God, kiss the girl. Somebody is going to die. Something is going to die. Someone is going to die. Child abuse is here. Somebody did something they were not supposed to do. It was a total illusion. They were illusioned by the devil to do something, and they fucking did it. Okay? And they should have known better not to do it. It was their family. It was their loved ones. It was their roots. They shouldn't have done something, and they did it fucking anyways. For sex, maybe. Maybe that's what this is. They did it for sex. They did it for a good time. They did it just to get off, and they hurt people. They did things to people just to get off, and like, really, really, you're going to call yourself a parent? That's not good parenting. That's not parenting. And obviously Bagul and Krampus know that. So it kind of seems like this person who is dealing with a monster, okay, I guess they were a little intimidated by, or I guess they were a little like, I don't know, they ran from you quite a bit. Fear of intimacy. Okay, so there might have been somebody around and like they kind of like disappeared. Okay, I feel like they're reappearing now. Okay, they're being, okay, you could have been told to like kind of step back. Now I think you're being told to just stand right there. Don't step back. Just be there. Be present. Don't keep leaving. It's like, just be there for this person. Okay? Because you leaving all the time is like doing something to them. It's like fucking with them or something. It's like, or them leaving all the time is fucking with them. It's like you both just need to just stand there and not run away from each other, because I don't think it's just them. I think it's you too. That's why I was like, I feel like this mixture is a mixture of both of you. I feel like you both tend to run away from things because of these, lawless fucking people that are so third ear interrupted that they're not listening to the angels and the gods, and they're not doing good parenting. They're listening to Satan. They're listening to the devil. Okay, they're hurting people. They're hurting themselves, right? That's the red flag, is what this person has had to deal with, not who this person is. But maybe they think the red flags are on them for what they saw this person do, because maybe they didn't do anything about it. Maybe they didn't do anything about it because they couldn't see it, right? As soon as you see it, you must do something about it. You can't ignore that you see something if you see that it's hurting somebody, right? That would be your cue. You stand up, you do something, or you don't. Big reading, people. Holy moly. We are going to move on and do one more reading. So thank you, everybody, for being here, and thanks for those likes. Now we're at 1313. Every like counts, people, okay? Every like counts. 2 boats showed up. Okay, I do have to say that because the boat is up right now, but the boat before was inverted. It's like something wasn't going somewhere. It wasn't getting anywhere. And now it seems like it has the possibility to leave port and get to its destination. Yeah. Okay, because possibly somebody had, you know, this huge thing to deal with before they could move on. Or at least, you know, get the first few chapters written before. I knew there was a card. You know what's so weird? In my dreams, I'm always in this weird trailer park. And it's so pretty. And it's not a trailer park I've ever been to. And I've been to a lot of trailer parks. It's not a trailer park I've ever been to. And I'm always at this trailer park and I'm just like, there's this really nice like beachfront with this restaurant and this gift shop that's like right at the lake where the boats are, where the marina is, right? Because obviously there'll be gas there and stuff. And it just has this like beautiful, like, oh, it's just such a really nice like trailer park. I don't know. I was there last night again, just fucking walking around. I feel like I got friends there. Everybody knows me. Everybody says, hey. Oh my God. So I go to do my health card today. And I'm leaving and I'm walking back to the car and this girl walks by me and she smiles at me. I smile at her, you know, like regular old Canadians do, right? Just talk to everybody. And I get into the car and I'm reading the license plates, right? Because there's like 3 license plates lined up. And the first one was like Ivy. Oh yeah, Ivy 999. And then the second was Rawbone, literally Rawbone. And then the third one was Dad's with an X. So I was reading the license plates. So I get into the car and I'm like, oh my God, the license plates. So I read off the license plates. I get into the car. And the fucking chick who just passed me was suddenly beside my car with the window down with her phone like this. And she's like, I want to take a picture of your advertisement because my advertisement's on the side of the car for tarot readings. And I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, she scared the fuck out of me. Like, I turned around, she's right there with her camera phone. And she's like, are you the owner? And I'm like, yes, that would be my business on the car. And she goes, can I take a picture of it? I go, oh yeah, God, warn a bitch before you just come up behind her with your cell phone in your hand. And she's like blasting me with it. I'm like, what the fuck, lady? What are you doing? And she's like, your advertisement? I forgot it was on the door. Oh, what an idiot. It was so weird though. She walked by me the opposite direction and she turned around, would have seen me go into the car, and then I felt like she was running up to me to get my autograph. Oh my God, this one time with my last channel, it went pretty viral, like pretty quick. And I went to my local witchcraft store and a girl was like, oh my God, are you Whitney Moonshine? And started taking all these pictures of me. And then all these other people were like, oh my God, who are you? Who are you? And I'm like, I had to run out. It was like a frenzy. And then I came back to see the witches and they were like, what the fuck was that about? And I'm like, I don't know. But like, I even got bamboozled at my car. They started chasing me. I was like, what the fuck? One lady was like, I just want to know what tarot cards you like. And I was like, Courtney, fucking beat it. She was like pulled out of the fucking parking lot. She ran, of course, and everyone started trying to take pictures of me. And Courtney fucking ran out of the store. I'm like, thanks for leaving me. And she's like, well, I'm not Whitney Moonshine. And I was like, oh, fuck you, man. This is a team effort. We came here, we leave together. She's left me with all these people. It was a very weird moment. I felt like that was happening again. I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? Yes, I'm Whitney Moonshine. Why are you asking? And I'm like, oh, the sign on the door. Oh my God, another man the other day asked me, are you making moonshine? I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I think I had to start making moonshine. I told you guys. I think it's just something I have to do. and then I'll microdose with it, just like a little teeny tiny bit, because I fucking hate alcohol. I think I need it in my life. I don't know. I do this really weird shit when I microdose off of like 100% pure liquor. And I'm talking like 3 milliliters. Okay. Like not a shot, not even fucking close, like so little. I just let it really cover my mouth. I told you guys I had absinthe the other day. I had to try it to make a drink. I had a drop and I was buzzed. A drop. I was like, Jesus Christ, Whitney, why did you do that? And I'm like, I felt high and all that, just my head was like, I didn't like it at all. I was like, this is why I don't drink. And I'm like, I didn't even drink. All I did was just try it. I'm so sensitive to alcohol now. What the fuck? But remember, I told you guys, alcohol is hilarious when never used. Yeah, I told you that for a reason. One drink, you should see what Whitney turns into. One drink. Oh my God, I can't even finish it for one because it's way too much alcohol for me. I turn into like more happier than this. Oh, good God. Like I can't handle it. Whitney's too happy. I'm already happy enough that like I get too happy. It's ridiculous. I put the booze away. I'm already happy enough. All right, one more, and then that's it. Introverted. Oh, good God. I've been extroverted since the day I was born. My sister's the introvert. She makes me say everything. She just keeps her mouth closed, but she's learning actually. Because everyone thinks I'm the bad guy because I'll say what she wants me to say. I'll yell it because I don't give a fuck. She's like learning to yell now. It's really refreshing because she's not making me do it anymore. That's nice. Okay, last message. Let's do the crows. And we're going to call it a day. Oh, obviously we'll pull a ghost card at the end. Because I really enjoy that. But let's see what the crows have to say. I saw a group of crows today just standing under a tree. And then I saw a bunch of turtles sunning themselves on a rock. So what up with that? Weird animals today. So let's see what the animals have to say. Waterproof. Territory. Freedom. Man, this word has been coming up so much. Okay, freedom, baby. Freedom. Freedom. It's, you know what I'm getting? It's as if somebody's on the, it's like somebody is, okay, on the opposite side of the track. Okay, with this territory. Like you're on one side, they're on the other side. Okay? Oh, excuse me. I ate so much watermelon. Oh my God. Okay. So, it's like you're on this side and they're on this side. Okay, now, there's a warning here. Okay, that someone's coming to your side of the territory. Now, that's not really something that normally happens. Okay, so it's almost like them freeing themselves from one group and going to your group or your vice versa, take it how it resonates, okay? And this waterproof thing, because of your resilience, okay, there's a lot of illusions around you and ghosts around you. Look at the ghosts fucking showed up, bro. I told you the ghosts are here and so many spirits. Okay. There was this illusion around you that you weren't what you say you are, or that you weren't a crow, or that you weren't, and they were getting this warning, like you were gonna cause harm to them because you were a fake. But somehow you kind of just let this bounce off your shoulders because you're not a fake. It's not an illusion. And it's like you did something subconsciously, but consciously. Somebody was preparing to dominate you from a distance. The community, teamwork, direction. Oh my God. Wow. What the fuck is this? Okay. So there has been this battle, okay? Maybe it's been really hard to get through to somebody, or maybe it's been really hard to do something. Okay, it kind of just seems like, oh my God, do I have to prove myself any more that I'm waterproof? That like what you're going to do to me is not going to hurt me? Like I'm not fake. You can put me through as many ringers as you want. I'm not a threat to you. Like, okay, maybe this is a job, right? And your boss is like still watching you in the cameras because they don't trust that you're a good person. Like, and it's not that they don't trust that you're a good person, but they've been hurt. The store has been robbed. People haven't set the alarm properly. And, like things have happened because of other people. So they have this really weird kind of like process to see if they can trust people or not. Okay. So I feel as if maybe they look like they don't like you. Maybe they look like they're battling you. Maybe they look like they don't like you, but they're just doing it because they need to know how strong you really are, how waterproof you really are, how bulletproof you really are. If you're just going to let this fall off your back, or is being wet going to be a problem? Because if you're a crow and you have a problem with being wet, not really going to, fly, because you have to fly in every condition possible. Okay, so there's this sense of somebody putting you through the ringer because they need to know if you can handle it, the pressure. There's pressure here. There's warnings, there's pressure, there's mockery, there's illusions. So they need to figure out everything. They need to figure out the good, the bad, the evil. They need to know you're on their team. That's what this teamwork is. Like they're all flying right there, right, to get rid of this eagle, or they're all flying together. I mean, you can look at it a bunch of different ways. It doesn't really matter how the book represents it, but for the most part, eagle, or I don't know if this is a hawk, right? They don't really fly with crows. Okay. Now this could be a sense that the hawk has come in, right, to take something with these poppies, these death or something, right? And these crows have to work together to get rid of this, to get rid of the problem. Or if they've decided to all team up together despite the challenges of different territories. Okay. Because that could be the sense. Because there's a community here, and there's also distance. But with distance, there's direction. Okay, so yes, it might take a while, or no, it might not get where it needs to go right away, but there's involvement with a community that somebody's being driven towards. So I feel like you're doing everything right. Okay, that you can do, like you're doing the job right, like you're passing the tests. I mean, because there's freedom. Like maybe they won't let you into the club, right away. Like maybe there's perks in your job that you don't know about yet because you don't get these perks until you pass the 3-month test, until you pass some type of test, until they know that you're not a threat, that you're not going to battle them, that you're not a bad influence. Oh shit. Oh damn. Oh my God. Wow, this person. Okay. So whoever it is you're dealing with, they kind of want to make sure that you're not just there to suddenly sneak in and fight them and be a really bad influence on them, okay? Because you have these daddy displacements or these displacements in your life that you haven't dealt with yet, and they're thinking that you're going to shit all over their life, right? They think that you're going to come in with your team and crap all over them like everybody usually does, okay? So there's a sense of, but really, like, and then there's this scavenge card, and then the knight and the perspective. Once they change their perspective because they study you, right, they're going to notice that actually you're not in a really good position and you're really willing to keep this job no matter what. Okay, they maybe they think that you're doing something out of a false pretense, right? They don't know exactly what your prerogative is or what your motive is, right? They don't know. So they're studying it. And once they change their perspective on something, because maybe they realize, okay, so this person is scavenging right now. They're hard up. Okay. But it doesn't mean that they're not willing to work for themselves to get in a better position. And maybe this other territory that's watching you, right? Because maybe you're in a bad territory, maybe you're in a bad place, right? And you're with a bunch of bad people, but you're the good guy in a crowd of really bad people, and they're recruiting you. They're looking at you, they're watching you, and they're like, oh man, or it's a factory job or something. They're like, man, you don't deserve to be on the floor with all those fucking people. Like, you deserve to be making more money. And actually, when my sister during COVID briefly worked at McDonald's, she had a manager right away, Tiffany, that was like, oh my God, we need to get you more money instantly. Like, we need to get you in a supervisor position. We need to get you loaded up because we don't ever want to lose you. Like, my sister was, in her 30s, willing to work for a McDonald's. Like, they were going to make her the president of McDonald's within a month. But she decided to leave pretty quickly because it was McDonald's. But not the point. The point is, she started something, and just almost on the first day, they said to her, please don't give up on us because we need you. And if it's not just for this place, we need you for somewhere else. And then we're going to need you somewhere else. And we will always use you as an asset. Trust me. And she was not really expecting that to happen. Okay. She really wasn't expecting to get kind of gold plated almost right away, but she got gold plated almost right away because of her age, right? Because she was mature, because she was older, because she was and is responsible. They were willing to give her the keys to the castle pretty fucking quick. And then when she quit after like 2 weeks because it was McDonald's and it was awful, she really just had to take the job so then she could fix her vehicle, so then she could do food delivery, right? So she quit, obviously gave her notice, and like the president of one of the McDonald's, okay, that owner, okay, El Presidente owner, called her right away and was like, is there something we can do? We will put you down on Ritson. We will put you down in the South End. We will put you wherever you want to go. We'll give you whatever job you want. Like, please tell us why you quit. And she was like, and then she got an email, and then she got some other email from this other manager, and like McDonald's blew her ass up. Okay, literally, she was like, I don't understand what just happened. Like, I was the nighttime cook because nobody would take midnights, to all of a sudden I quit. And you guys are all telling me I deserve management position? Like, what the fuck? Okay. So it was really like, she didn't really have to do too much. There's trickery. She didn't really have to do too much because these people knew a good thing when they saw it and they trusted it. And honestly, she thinks about them sometimes. There's an anomaly. All right. Something that is weird. Okay. It's not something that's seen every day. It's not even something that really is appreciated, but it should be, because it's not seen very much. It's not seen very often. Have you ever seen an albino crow? Probably fucking not. You know why? Because it's a goddamn anomaly and not many people are ever going to fucking see one in their entire life. Okay. which is maybe this boss, maybe this territory, maybe they're watching you. They've never seen anybody work that hard. They don't know why you're around these weird people. So they're wondering, like, are you bad because you have these weird people around you? Or is that just where you've been placed because that's just where you've tumbled upon your life? Now I'm getting Kansas, dust in the wind. Okay, like this is just where you ended up. I don't think it's, it's not something that you wanted. It's not something that you prayed for. Like now I'm getting Pam from The Office, where they were going to look like Dunder Mifflin was going to shut down and they were going to downsize. And Pam was like, I don't think it was any little girl's dream to be a secretary. So she was almost like willing to take the termination, because she wondered what else life had to offer her. And maybe that, being a secretary wasn't the end of where she really wanted to be. But it took something like a downsizing to possibly happen to make her realize maybe she didn't want the job that she had this whole time. And then she eventually elevates, she evolves. She goes into sales and then she becomes, and she becomes something else. She basically makes up a position for herself and then everybody just signs off on it. And it makes sense. It takes her a little bit to find her groove, but she finds it right within the company because Michael sees something, even though he's in a different territory. He's the boss, right? He's not in the sales. He's not in the, he's not in the office. He's in the office, he's in the big, all by himself. Okay. He's not in the pit with the crew. Okay. But he sees, you can always tell, Michael's a really good character because to describe this, that's what she said, because he's constantly looking at people's strengths. You know how so many people focus on weaknesses and, oh, you're weak here because they want to hit you where you're weak? Michael always concentrates on the positive, and he sees things in people and he goes with his gut. I know it's a show and I know it's a character, but that's what we go off of because it's Analogies. If I knew somebody this great, I would fucking describe them too. Okay, but you don't maybe know them because you don't watch the show because you're not a part of my life. You know what I mean? So anyways, long story short, he makes decisions and he can see things. He can see things in people. He can see where maybe people aren't seeing their full potential and where maybe they can go a different direction, right? Because when you're in the driver's seat of your own life, sometimes you notice that don't notice that you're going on the same road and like you can pull off. Like there's like restaurants to be seen, there's sites to be seen, there's events to go to. You don't have to always be on the road thinking that you're doing the best thing for yourself because you're constantly evolving and moving forward. But like, you got to stop and smell the roses. You got to stop and enjoy. You got to pump gas. You got to eat. You got to sleep. You have to do these other things. And like, honestly, nighttime is here. Somebody's got to realize they got to remember you got to sleep. Okay, you got to get a good night's sleep. You got to get at least 7 hours, 8 hours. Okay, and like take sleep seriously. There are things that can happen in your sleep that are very magical. Okay, there are people to see. There are places to do. There are things to be done in your dreams. Okay, somebody needs to realize you need to remember to sleep. Okay, maybe they're so based off their survival, and if their survival is going to get upheaved, and if something's going to take something away from them, that they're waiting for somebody else to fill this position that they need, okay, and they're just doing a heck of a lot of research to see if you're that person. Okay, so take it if it resonates, and if you notice, oh, by the way, my boss has been staring at me this last little while and constantly looking at me, might be looking at you and watching you for a reason, because you're not gossiping with everybody at the water station, and because you don't take extra long lunches, and you're not going out for cigarettes all the time. You follow the fucking rules. Okay, you follow the rules. You're putting shit away. You're actually responsible. That's the thing, and that's what somebody's going to realize. They just have to release this paradigm that you're going to be a bad influence and take something out on them because there's something that you haven't dealt with, when really it's like, no, like I'm telling you I can handle it because I can fucking handle it. Trust me. If I couldn't handle it, they might also not really realize that you're that kind of person that can say if they can handle something or not. And if they can't handle it, you're willing to try and see if you can handle it before just automatically saying that you can't. right? Because that could be what's inspiring this person as well, is instead of bitching and complaining about things that you don't even try, you're actually willing to try it. And if you do get hurt, or if something does happen, then you can say, you know what, I tried it and I got hurt, or I tried it and I didn't like it. And that's like, well, at least you tried it. You didn't just say, ew, gross. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay. So lots of energy coming forward, people. Okay, so take what resonates and discard what doesn't. And thank you for liking the video. You guys know you're the bomb. Okay, thank you for liking the video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this reading. Oh, the ghosts. Okay, we'll pull one ghost card and see what happens. We'll get one last message. Because I told you I would do it, but you know my stupid memory. Smoke a little bit more, Whitney, and then forget everything you just said. Okay, last message. What do the ghosts want to say? Ooh, snake. We haven't read snake yet. And owl. Nicely done. 29 and 35. Okay. We'll do 29 first. The old owl. Open your eyes. Mystery, intuitive messages, and wisdom. The owl symbolizes uncovering what lies hidden, revealing truths you might have overlooked. As a nocturnal hunter with sharp vision in the dark, the owl represents judgment, insight, and clarity. It encourages you to perceive the world or situation with fresh eyes, offering the ability to discern what others might miss. When this card appears, it suggests an enhanced ability to see beyond the surface and confront your fears to discover true happiness. The universe is sending you signs and synchronicities that may have gone unnoticed. To fully receive these messages, practice mindfulness and stay present in the moment. The owl's energy brings clarity, illuminating the shadows and helping you recognize hidden meanings. Trust that these messages will reveal themselves in time. Little nudges from the universe are guiding you towards your full potential. However, this requires an attitude of gratitude and attentiveness. Take a moment to shift your focus from frustrations to the lessons and growth that challenges bring. Gratitude opens the door to deeper understanding and allows you to see how events are working in your favor. If you find yourself stuck in repetitive situations, it might be a sign that the lessons they have hold remain Wait. Okay, I'm getting tired now. Stretch your mouth. Okay. If you find yourself stuck in repetitive situations, it might be a sign that the lessons they hold remain unlearned. Reflection can be challenging, and it's essential for growth. Over time, you'll develop the ability to identify patterns, understand their root causes, and determine the areas that need your attention. This card invites you to embrace this process and recognize that every experience is a step forward towards your goals. Trust your intuition, remain vigilant for signs, and use each moment to guide you forward. Okay. And last but never least, we will go to snake. My God, my mouth. I have to stretch me jaw. Snake. Shed outdated. Oh, yeah, we've read this one. Shed outdated beliefs. Breakthroughs, inner clarity, and rebirth. The snake represents deep transformation. That's that Scorpio energy. Urging you to release old beliefs, habits, and fears that no longer align with your true self. It's a powerful symbol of rebirth, representing the act of shedding the old skin of the past and stepping into a more authentic version of yourself. Unlike the frog's fluidity of adaptation, the snake's journey is one of letting go of everything that holds you back, facilitating inner clarity and healing. It encourages you to confront fears, embrace new beginnings from a place of strength and wisdom. As you let go, trust that you are shedding more than just habits. You are shedding fears, doubt, and limiting beliefs. Trust in this rebirth. Yeah. Somebody's changing, and you need to trust that that change is turning you into the person that you really deserve to be, and that the universe is showing you signs. And oh my gosh, okay. So I've been listening to this artist, and it's so unbelievably sad because it's like watching a bird in a cage going up against the sides, and if they just turned around, they would realize the cage is open. Like it's so sad to see, because it's like true pain, you know, when people have never experienced love. They only know pain. They only know what's associated with that pain. They only know anger. They only know despair. They only know darkness, right? But when you acknowledge all of that, when you acknowledge the things that you do wrong, when you acknowledge what you did, when you acknowledge the darkness, when you acknowledge the truth about your life and the things that happened, you're already over it, okay? Because you understood it. And by understanding it, that's the answer. So it seems like this man is so trapped in getting better and so trapped in clearing himself that he doesn't understand he's already clear. He doesn't understand he's already better. He doesn't understand by acknowledging everything that's wrong, he's already healed. But he thinks he has to torture himself because of the things he didn't notice, even though he's noticed them now. Okay? Food for thought out there. Okay, you're smarter than you believe. And if you are evaluating yourself and challenging yourself and changing yourself, you are healed. You're already evolved. You already are a different version than what you were before when you didn't acknowledge anything. All right, so food for thought. I hope that finds you, and I hope you have a wonderful day, everybody. Okay. And thank you for being here. And I'm pretty sure I'll be back tomorrow. I have no idea. So just hit that notification button, and I will be back when I'm back. All right. See you later, everybody. Goodbye. And hi, anything. What's up? Nice to see you back again. All right. Peace out, everybody.